Hello, teacher. Remember how you promised to help me learn English? Morning, Joshua. Of course, I am your English teacher. That's my job. You told me that you were going to give me the best advice for speaking English. And I'm not just going to give you advice, I'm going to give you the three best tips for speaking English. I have been teaching English for almost 20 years, and this is what I have learned. If you really want to improve your English and speak fluently, you have to do these things. I have already given you some tips like talk to yourself, record yourself speaking, immerse yourself in English, and these tips are great to practice and improve your English. But there are three things you have to do if you really want to speak good English. Maybe you won't like it, but the first thing you have to do is practice speaking every day. Because to improve your English, you need to practice speaking as much as possible. Even if you don't have a native speaker to talk to, you can speak out loud to yourself. Here, you can apply all the tips I have already mentioned to practice speaking alone. But the main idea of this tip is to practice every day, from Monday to Sunday. Many students have been asking me about the frequency to practice English. Well, now I can tell you there is not an exactly amount of hours to practice your English. Some people recommend to study English 3 times a week. Others Others recommend to study 5 days a week or even only once a week. But the thing is that if you really want to improve your English, you have to practice every day. I don't mean you have to sit and read your textbook every day. Don't misunderstand me. But practice your English every day in many different ways. For example, Monday, you can practice speaking. Talk to yourself in front of the mirror. Tuesday, you can practice reading a text out loud, so you can practice reading and speaking. Wednesday, you can write a summary about the reading from Tuesday. Then you can read your writing to practice speaking and also pronunciation. Thursday, you can listen to podcasts or videos in English. Focus on everything they say. Try to understand what the speakers are saying, and you can practice shadowing here. Repeat after the speakers, trying to imitate their accent and intonation. Saturday, you can play games to practice your English. Games are great to practice. And Sunday, you can watch a movie in English with English subtitles. The movie you like. This is just an example. You don't have to do this routine exactly. Remember that. But the main point is you have to practice your English every day, every single day. You have to always be in contact with English because it is a language. And to learn a new language, you have to make it part of your life, your everyday life. And I also gave you that example of routine because I wanted to show you something. I want you to know that no matter what skill you practice, reading, writing, listening, you can also practice speaking while learning other skills. Remember that. Okay, let's move on to the next tip. Learn English with real life content. This is very important. Use materials like movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, or podcasts in English. This is not only fun, but also teaches you how people really speak. Choose something that interests you. For example, if you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. Write down new words or phrases and repeat them. Pause the video and say the words out loud to practice your pronunciation. You can also try listening to English songs and singing along. For example, a simple song like Imagine by John Lennon has clear lyrics and easy to understand. Learning English this way helps you learn vocabulary, improve your listening skills, and understand the culture behind the language. It is very useful. The thing is that you have to practice your English with real life content. Real people speaking about real things, everyday topics, tips, daily routines. For example, I watch videos on YouTube every day, videos about things that interest me. I watch highlights of soccer games in English, talent castings in English. Whatever you like, but consume content in the language you want to learn. Finally, I have to tell you something very important. Pay attention. If you really want to improve your English, set specific goals and track your progress. Because improving your English becomes easier when you have clear goals. For example, set a goal to learn 10 new words every week or read one English article every day. Write down your goals and track your progress. Keep a notebook where you write the new words you learn, sentences using those words, and the grammar rules you are practicing. Try that. For example, if your goal is to learn past tense verbs, write sentences like, Yesterday I walked to the park, or I watched a movie last night. Review your notes at the end of the week. Tracking your improvement will motivate you and show you that you're getting better. But you need to track your progress. Because many of my students tell me that they want to improve their English, but they don't know what aspects they have or want to improve and how much. These practical and interesting tips will make your English learning journey more enjoyable. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember that learning a language is a process. It's okay to take your time. Not everyone learns at the same speed. So, as an extra tip, I'm going to tell you not to compare yourself to others. Focus on your progress, and you will see that little by little you will improve your English. And well, these are the 3 tips I can give you with the years of experience I have. I really appreciate your advice, teacher. Thank you very much. That was awesome. No problem. And if you want more tips to learn English, just let me know. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.